Hello, everybody. How are you? It's been a minute since I last did a podcast, but as someone who has spent an unbelievable amount of time within the Harry Potter universe as kind of as an escapism mechanism back in the day, I decided that I kind of wanted to touch on the topic of Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling being anti-Semitic. Now, for full context, this stems from, I think it was Newsweek, basically taking Jon Stewart's comments out of context, where he basically said that in jest, but also kind of seriously, that the Green Gods goblins were were like Jewish tropes, which, to be fair, they are. And I'll get to that, but he didn't but the words J.K. Rowling is an anti-Semite never left his lips. Newsweek just made that shit up, and that is, I think, a problem of a lot of mainstream media's dog shit, business model, and less of any of the people involved. I will say this though. For a woman who is, has hatred in her heart for, trans people the way J.K. Rowling does, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she was, but, fucking Emma Watson's, shit saying doing a very non one way or the other, but still supportive tweet about Palestine. She was called an anti-Semite. People throw the anti-Semitic, spoon around way too fucking much, in my personal opinion. But, but the Green Gods goblins in Harry Potter are negative Jewish tropes. That goes without saying. But is J.K. Rowling herself actively an anti-Semite? No. Does she? But I do think that outside of her, transphobic views, she might have some other quite problematic opinions, or at least worldviews about people of different races, creeds, religions. But what is there to say? I think she's might have learned her lesson and has stayed away from Twitter, because she's effectively, due to her, transphobic comments, has ruined her brand. When Warner Brothers wanted to do that Harry Potter 10-year special, she was nowhere to be found. If she was, there was pre-recorded things from way before she became an asshole. She's just an old boomer. Her story on how she be a self-made billionaire is powerful. Very powerful. But doesn't change the fact that she's a shitty human being. I'm empathetic for all that. I know the story about where the Dementors were conceived from, but at the end of the day, she drew the goblins the way she did. She says the things she says about it. As far as I'm concerned, J.K. Rowling was hit by a bus in the summer of 2010, way before Twitter became popular, and she and there was never another book. And she was killed after the Deathly Hallows was released, and we mourn her. And she never. And the idea that she discovered Twitter and wrote a bullshit play is all fake news. So, yeah, that's where I stand on J.K. Rowling. She died 10 years ago, and that's about it.